You are walking, and you wonder why you went to the left. And when you go to the left, you go a complete loop and back to where you started from because you didn't go the other paths. You got three paths, but you went to the left. Why did you go to the left? Why did you go to the left? Why did I walk and I go to the left and I didn't go anywhere else? Because you want to come back to your past again. You want, because the past is what you're used to. You're not used to what's going on now. Because now in your mind it's chaotic, it's confusing, but you don't want to go in the other directions. There's three directions. You chose to go to the left, you go right back to the past. That is what you've gone to. You've gone to the past. So when you say, I walked and I went to the left, because I want to go back to the past. I want to live my life over and over again, like a complete repeat. But why? Why do you want to live like that? You feel safer. It's a safe place for you. You don't want to go nowhere else because it's safer for you. So you go back in the past. You live yesterday over and over again because you keep going back and back and back and back, and you never go any other direction. You keep going back and back and back and back, and you never go anyplace else because you can't handle now or the future. You want to live in the past. I didn't say the past is bad. I'm just saying you want to go in the past. You don't want to go anyplace else. So you go straight, turn left, and you come right back. That's right. And you stay there because you know it's safe and you know nothing's going on and nothing's going to stop you from being like this because that's what you chose. You chose not to go any other path, just in a complete 360 back to where you were because that's what you wanted. You don't want to move on. You don't want to go anywhere else. You want to stay in the past because you know you can relive the same day over and over again. If it's a good day, you want to live it. You don't want to go anyplace else. Should you go anyplace else? Yeah, but you chose to go back to the past and live your life over and over again and don't do anything else to achieve your goals. And you stay like this for eternity and you just like to do the same stuff. You don't want to do anything else but what you've been doing. You never advance. You never go into anything else. You are happy what you're doing. You could be 30, 40 years doing the same thing. It doesn't matter. You don't want to go and do anything else because that's, you feel safe. This is your safe zone. This is what you want. So you go to the left. You go back in what you were doing and you stay there and you don't move from there. You just stay right there. You do the same thing and you have no direction. You don't care. You don't care about money. You just want to stay. You never advance. You never take opportunities to change your life. That's why you don't go that way. You don't go that way. You go in a complete left. And you don't do nothing about it. And you really can't complain because you chose that. People say, hey, you've been here a long time. What does it say? You bachelor's for 35 years. And you're doing the same thing. Why? Because you want to. They don't understand. They say, hey, you could do management. You don't want to do management because you don't want the responsibilities that comes with it. Well, what you get, the benefits, you get better health care, more money, and room to advance. But you don't want to advance. You just want to go left, back to where you were, and they just keep awarding you years of loyalty. Yeah, you're loyal to the company. That's great. The company's happy. But do you want to advance? No. You want to stay where you are because that is where you know it's safe. You started like that, and you grow old in that position until you retire, and that's all you do. That's all you know. You don't know nothing else. You don't want to know anything else. You don't want to get involved. They tell you, hey, can you give us a hand? No, you just want to do the same thing, and they'll let you do it because that's what you're good at. Whatever department that you're in, that you want to do, and that's what you do. It could be retail. It could be a grocery store. You know, you're a clerk. You don't want to do nothing else. You don't want to do the cashier. You don't want to move up into accounts receivable. You know, do the books and balance. You don't want to move up. You're just happy to doing what you're doing. You could be sweeping the floor. You could be bagging bags. Hey, or you could be doing storing stuff in the warehouse. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are happy about that. But don't complain about money. Don't complain about benefits. Don't complain about anything else, because you chose your path. You chose to stay where you stay put. That's what going to the left means. You chose not to go no place else. You chose the left mode. You chose to stay put in the left. You don't choose no other mode, but you just chose to stay in the left because you do not want to change your life. You don't want to change how you do things in your life. You don't want to change how anything in your life, because you're happy. Nobody can change you. You know that. Nobody can change you. It's up to you to change. And if you don't want to change, you stay put wherever you are, because you don't advance. You don't move up. You can't complain. Everything has to be like it is. The same thing every day. You do the same thing every day and everything. You might be driving the same vehicle too. You don't want to change it. Why change it? It still works, right? It might be old. It might be rusted to the core, but it still works, right? It still works. And it gets you to and from. That's all you do. You don't go no place. You don't go to the movies. You don't go no place. Well, today nobody goes nowhere, really. I mean, there's no dancing, everything is gone. But hey, you're okay with that because you're happy in your own little world. But you see, it's changing. But you don't look about that. Your eyes are like this, and you don't want to hear about it. So you just go on. Your friends all moved up. They're managers. They might have gone way up to the top. They grow with the company, but you are still with the company. Get a guaranteed position, whatever it is you're doing, and you just keep doing it. You might be customer service, tech support, security, It's nothing wrong doing all of that. But then you don't move up, and you can't really sit there and say, oh, gee, I never move up. You didn't move up because you wanted this position. You went left, and you stayed where you are. You never moved anywhere else. You're happy where you are. You've been doing it 30, 40 years. You're happy. It's close to retirement. You just stay where you are. No ands or buts about it. They know you're there. You might be by yourself because everybody's gone. There's some people working in the same department and people don't even know what they do. What do you do? I didn't know you were here. You do the same thing every day because nobody knows you're there. Yeah. You know that, right? Yeah. It's like that. They never knew they were there. They forgot about you. You're collecting a paycheck. HR knows you're there. They didn't know no other department know you were there or what you were doing. What do you do for the company? You do the same thing that you did from day one. Now, should you move forward or should you go to the right? Well, find out in the next episodes. But if you're happy where you are, stay where you are. Because you know what you want. And you want to stay where you are. If you find this video helpful, hit that subscribe button. Thanks. We're out of here.